Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson and Thomas Patrick's our sideline reporter tonight. We have got an incredible atmosphere and a good game so far. Adam, 4th and 3 for the Cyclones. Let's see what Sam Sweetland and the Cyclones do here after the timeout. And you can hear the Rochester fans pounding the bleachers. Oh, and the Cyclones punt. Not a long punt, high, and it bounces out of bounds. See where the officials spot it at the 23-yard line. So that's where the Rockets will take over on offense again, Adam.
So they talked about it, wanted to play maybe a little bit of a field position game, didn't feel comfortable right now, and that would have been a huge momentum play either way. You know, Ken Leonard's been doing this a few years, so I think he knows what he wants to see. And, you know, it's still kind of early to take some chances like that, but again, that Rochester Rocket offense moved down the field very quickly last time they had the football.
And the Cyclones came up with a turnover to stop that drive. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10, ball on the 23. Play Bruno at quarterback. Back to throw. Bruno throws. Got a man. And couldn't quite get him, overthrew him a little bit. Intended receiver, Cade Eddington. And Adam, at some point we're going to show a graphic. Ken Leonard, we're going to show the IHSA boys football all-time coaching records. Take a look at this. You see Ken Leonard, who was at Gridley 4 years, 32-9. There's his record here at Sacred Heart Griffin, 5 state championships, 33 playoffs, 18 consecutive. And you see the state championships on the board, 2005, 6, 8, 13, 14, incredible run. And it's just unbelievable. 80-something% winning percentage.
Won 65 straight Central State 8 conference games as well. It was unbelievable.
Bruno goes deep again and well overthrown, but a flag, and the Rocket faithful think it's pass interference, Adam. Let's see what the call
now
is.
If you guys caught that at the other screen, Coach Ken Leonard is fired up about that call. He thinks the ball was too far out of play for that pass interference to be called.
It was overthrown quite a bit, and let's see what the call is.
Defensive pass interference. Number 11 on the number 11 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
So they'll replay it, and here's our replay. No, it's still
so
1st down. Yeah, here.
Little bum to move it, but
yeah, that's.
If you take a look in the background, Coach Leonard was fired. Coach Ken Leonard was fired up there. Did not agree with that call. And, you know, he might have had a point, but again, a little grabbing early on in that play.
1st and 10, ball up the middle with a carry there to the 45-yard line, and Rockets go on the ground and get some good yardage there. So the Rockets do that. The Zach Gleason, the junior, on the carry.
Yeah, great
Pick
job.
up 7 on the play.
You know, they talked at the beginning of the year, this is the biggest offensive line Rochester has had in a long, long time. I would expect them to try to run the football a little bit more here tonight.
Bruno back to throw. Oh, in trouble, and he is down. Oh, and a couple of flags.
Not sure what they're going to. It might be a face mask. The way how many.
We couldn't tell. Let's see what the call is. And
it is going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask on 63 on the defense. 15-yard penalty was on the 1st down.
So, pretty big penalty there, Adam.
Yeah, you come away with a big sack, had a lot of pressure, and then just a face mask. That's another free 15 yards for the Rockets.
And that's another Casey's General Store 1st down for the Rockets, who now are at midfield. Bruno keeps it himself. Pick up of about 5 on the play. Make it 2nd and 6 for the Rockets.
Again, the Rochester Rocket offensive line, mostly juniors, just one senior center, Quentin Boxman. Rest of them are all juniors, all new, but all very, very big.
First quarter action here. Bruno, incomplete. Intended receiver was Cade Eddington. Had to get rid of it.
Yeah, that ball was tipped there. It had a screen pass set up, and I think if it wasn't for number 53, Grant Edwards, getting his hand on that ball, you would have seen a big play there by the Rockets in Eddington. You see, just got his hand up, altered the trajectory a little bit, and stopped that play from happening.
3rd and 6, 5:33 to go, first quarter. Bruno keeps it. Not enough. Not nearly enough for a first down.
Maybe
so
he got a yard or
down,
two.
and probably 4.
Offense is still staying on the field, though.
4th and 5. Play Bruno in the gun. Back to throw. Does throw. Complete. Hit hard at the 37-yard line. So that'll be good, and enough for a first down. That's a Casey's General Store first down after the completion. And right now we're going to go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas?
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a great game so far, and with me with Seth Q is Jeff Ambrose. How's the game been so far from your perspective?
It's been an awesome game. So both teams battling it out. I think it's going to go to the 4th quarter tonight. So
yeah, we certainly can hope, and of course a great atmosphere around here. And just with Seth Q's involvement over the past several years, have you seen an atmosphere as big as this one yet?
I tell you what, it's a big game. The Leonard Bowl. You've got the Chicago Bears representation down here. Couldn't ask for a better night for football. So
yeah, picture perfect weather-wise too.
Absolutely.
Is there anything big going on at Seth Q that you like everybody to know?
I tell you what, we're just here to support the schools each week, and 2 great communities with SHG and Rochester. Seth Q's involved, with so many families in both of these communities. I've got to root for SHG tonight as an alumni, but we're just proud to support these student athletes and the schools in the area. So,
all right, Jeff, thanks so much. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the game. Let's send it back to the booth.
All right, thank you to Seth Q for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals, and they've got a good one tonight. Bruno with a give, and now he's going to throw, and it's complete. The play works. A little trickery there, and number 8 for the Rockets, Hank Beatty.
Just a freshman, too. That's a big spot to put a freshman in this kind of game, but he fired a strikeout there.
So that brings up 4th and 4. Ball on the 31.
So you're going to see some shuffling here tonight. You're going to see number 18, Clay Bruno, for the Rockets. You also see number 10, Brock McKinney. He's more of the runner, but again, he can throw the football as well, but you'll see both on the field here tonight for Rochester.
Keep an eye on number 34 for the Cyclones, Matt Brenneisen. He's a ton. And a timeout is called.
Play clock was running down, so had to get a timeout called.
Rockets call a timeout there, Adam. So we're going to take a timeout too, Adam. Back with more. You're watching Seth Q Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to Seth Q Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. 3:03 to go in the first quarter, and you check out some of the sideline action there. Look at that. Chicago Bears drum line is here today, and they were here, and it sounded like it seemed like a college football game, a state championship game. It just an unbelievable atmosphere, and high school football really doesn't get any better and bigger than this. All right, 4th and 4 for the Rockets. Bruno looks to the sidelines. See if he's got the play he wants after the timeout. Bruno throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of Cade Eddington. A catchable ball, I thought, Adam, but it was thrown pretty hard. So,
and that was actually number 10, Brock McKinney. He came in. It's hard to see 18 and 10 from our vantage point here, but just a little play action pass. He had Eddington up the seam, just put a little too much on it, maybe a little too excited to see Eddington break that wide open.
So now SHG will take over on downs from their own 31. This crowd is into this one tonight. On first down, looking, Sweetland got somebody up too high and incomplete, so bring up 2nd and 10.
Great coverage there by the Rockets. He had option 1 was covered, 2 was covered, and then Sweetland really was kind of running out of time there, so put it a little high where he thought his guy might be able to get it, but out of bounds, no harm. On to 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Sweetland keeps it. Goes to the right side, looking, and gets out to about the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play.
Sweetland's not known to be the runner. He's more of your pocket passer, but he's got some wheels. He can move, he can adjust the pocket. I think he's going to have to do that a little bit more here tonight to have success here for the Cyclones.
3rd and 5 from the 36. Sweetland looks across the middle, got his man in stride and close to midfield. And it's good enough for a first down as Cade Holloway, the senior, with the reception. So that's another Casey's General Store first down.
Sweetland had a lot of pressure in his face right there, and he just delivered a strike there. Great job by Sam Sweetland to find the open man, and that was a huge first down for Sacred Heart Griffin.
Ball at midfield. Sweetland looking. Goes to the right side and incomplete. Holloway, the intended receiver. Adam, I wonder if we can pull up that graphic of the all-time coaching record football in the state of Illinois. And that's, in case you just joined us or didn't know, Ken Leonard, the Sacred Heart Griffin coach. There it is. Frank Lenti is tied. Ken Leonard tied with him. And a win tonight, and Ken Leonard would be the all-time winningest football coach in the state of Illinois. Incredible. 375 is on the line, and you see the record's pretty similar. Incredible. The top 2 coaches. And there's Sweetland on the keeper. Doesn't get a whole lot there, but Ken Leonard, back to that just for a second, Adam, with Frank Lenti, the longtime Mount Carmel coach. The record's very similar. Both, 374 wins. Their loss is only 5. 5 difference, a difference of 5. So incredible. 2 great coaches. So that's what's on the line tonight. Cyclones, 3rd and 10. Sweetland has time, throws it. Oh, a close play, bang play, and a flag, and I'm going to guess interference.
Yeah, I'm going to guess you're going to get a pass interference. It was tight coverage. You get a little handsy from where the official was on the sideline. Maybe he doesn't have the greatest
pass interference on the defense, number 5, 15-yard penalty. It result in a first down.
So the penalty is on Chase Hickey of Rochester. A bang play, and again, we've said before, but the officials don't have the advantage of instant replay. We do, so there you see it.
Tight call, again, it's subjective, but I think it might have been the right one made here tonight. I know the Rocket fans aren't going to be happy about that one.
And that's a Casey's General Store first down. Ball on the 35. There's the give, right side, finds a hole, goes wide, still on his feet, down the sidelines, inside the 20. And a good pickup there for the Cyclones. They're grounding. Wait a minute now. A flag. The pickup, but there's a flag on the play.
We're gonna get
the carry that time was Alec Tabora, the senior.
Dead ball foul. Personal foul. Number 20 on the defense.
Personal foul.
15 yards of penalty.
So after the play was over, that's where the dead ball personal foul came in. Just got you see it here in the replay, they're going to get a little too excited. That push right there by number 20 from the Rockets, that's going to get called every time right in front of the referee.
Another Casey's General Store first down. Ball on the 10. Sweetland gives right side into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Cyclones get on the board first. Alec Tabora. And we want to thank Young's Security, our touchdown sponsor this season. For every touchdown, Young's Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is Elizabeth Ann Seton Program of Central Illinois.
Great job by Tabora, and great job by the Cyclone offensive line. Just take a look at the replay here. Just a perfectly blocked play. He was in untouched. Great job by the Cyclones, and they're going to jump out ahead here.
6-0. Cade Holloway attempts the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Cyclones strike first. Penalties hurt on that drive, hurt the Rockets, but the Cyclones get on the board 7-0. 1:18 to go in the first. Here's a replay of the touchdown, and good hole there, Adam.
Yeah, great job by the Cyclones, but again, two big penalties on that drive against the Rochester Rockets that really helped out the Cyclones. There's been some bigger penalties here tonight. You know both teams want to get that cleared up as this game goes on.
No doubt about it, and the Rockets 4-0, and SHG 3-1. Now we're going to go down to Thomas Patrick on the sideline. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. It has been an emotional week, to say the least. I got a chance to talk to both coaches before the game. Ken feels pretty loose, and he knows the gravity of this game, but he knows that if he wants to get that state record win, he's got to do it against what he thinks is the best coach in the state on the other side of the ball, of course, his son. As for Derrick, it's been emotional. He probably just wants the week to be over with, but he's so happy for his kids and the students to have this chance to be in an atmosphere like this. Of course, you're going to notice a whole lot of pink at today's game, and I just love these pink towels that they were handing out as we walked into the stadium here. Of course, you got both teams, everyone supporting in memory of Liz Leonard. So you're going to see this, and you're going to see the pink socks on all the players tonight. That was all donated by the Bears. Guys?
All right, thank you, Thomas. And talking about, of course, Liz Leonard, the battled cancer, lost her battle with cancer last December, and her memory is still very much alive here. And with Derrick Leonard, that was his mom, and Liz, of course, Ken's wife. So here is a Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, and into the end zone it goes. So the Rockets will take over. First and 10 at their own 20. And so a beautiful night for high school football. And if we can pull up a graphic, Thomas was talking about what Ken Leonard said about his son. Look at Derrick Leonard's record at Rochester. Incredible. This is his 14th year. He's won 7 state championships. We'll get to there it is. Incredible. 7 straight championships. He'd won 5 in a row. Made the playoffs every year except one. All right, back to action and up the middle. Bruno, a big gain, still on his feet. Hit hard at the 40, and the Cyclones finally bring him down at about the 44, and that's a Casey's General Store first down, and a big play there.
Great job by Bruno. Just kind of broke that one open, and I think everybody was still trying to get situated here after the Sacred Heart Griffin touchdown, and he almost flipped the field on that one.
Indeed he did. So a Casey's General Store first down. Now a good carry there by number 30 for the Rockets. So they mix it up a little bit, and like you said, Adam, they're going to bring in different players in and out. Zach Cleason with the carry that time for Rochester.
Now, I do think whatever team comes out on top here tonight, they're going to have to be successful running the football. You know, Sacred Heart Griffin has tried to establish a little bit more of a run on their last drive. Rochester started to move the ball a little bit better on the ground, but you always got to be careful of them going over the top and busting this game open.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 46. Bruno throws right side, hits his man in stride, and down to the 25 to about the 20-yard line. A big first down, a Casey's General Store first down, and the big target, the big guy, catches it for the Rockets. Clay Allwell.
Clay Allwell, the
wow.
state championship hero, kicked a game-winning field goal last year for the Rockets. He's also pretty good on offense, too. Huge catch by Clay.
What a good pass and a good catch. Caught him right in stride. 15 seconds, clock running, first quarter. There's the handoff to about the 17-yard line, and that will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Then again, maybe not. The Rockets moved the ball pretty quickly. That was David Yogers with the junior with the carry. And the clock does wind down. You just never know. These high-powered offenses are quick moving. So, all right, we're done with one quarter. We have 3 more to go, and we'll take a short break. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with second quarter action in just a minute. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Second quarter action just about set to get underway. As you see, the Cyclones lead 7-0, and there's the only touchdown so far. And the Cyclones ran it in there, and they lead 7-0 against their Central State 8 rival. And local rival, all kind of rival, father-son rivalry, yeah, you name it, it's a rivalry. But the Cyclones lead here at home, 7-0. 2nd and 7, ball on the 18. The Rockets trying to get some points on the board. Bruno keeps it, finds a hole, still on his feet, inside the 5, and a good pickup there, good for a first down. And that is a Shields first down. We'd like to thank them. They're one of our first down sponsors all season long.
Great job by Bruno. Had a lot of white jerseys there in front of him. Great job by the offensive line of the Rockets to really pave a way there. And let's see if they can get in the end zone and tie this game up.
1st and goal from the 4. Bruno gives, trying to find room. Not much there for David Yogerst.
We talked about him earlier. Number 34, Matt Brenheisen, was in there very early and very quickly to shut that run down. Brenheisen, he is probably one of the best defenders in the Central State 8 and maybe even in Central Illinois. You're not going to find very many football players that can do a lot of the things that Matt Brenheisen can.
Hard to argue with that. He is good. 2nd and 4. 2nd and goal from the 4. Bruno goes wide right, trying to get in and can't. Hit hard at about the 2. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Bruno tried to do a John Elway Super Bowl type dive there at the pylon, and great job by the Cyclones to keep him out. We're at a huge 3rd down right here.
3rd and goal from the 2. Bruno under center. And a play goes, but a flag goes.
Gonna get a false start here on the Rockets.
Dead ball foul, false start.
The penalty of false start.
And that is indeed the call.
So again, on these plays that maybe they're not running a lot, they're under center. That doesn't happen a whole lot. And Rochester get a little bit too excited, kind of jump off early.
So now it's 3rd and goal from the 7. Changes things just a little bit for the Rockets. Bruno still under center this time. Stays under center, and Derrick Leonard, the head coach of Rochester,
he did not like what he saw.
Timeout and gets his timeout. And if we've got a second, we bring up that graphic again of Derrick Leonard. We're going to go to a break first. All right, we'll go to a break. We'll be back with more. You're watching SHG Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SHG Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, and there's that graphic of Derrick Leonard. This is his 14th season as the head coach at Rochester. And look at that, playoffs every year except the first year. Now, Adam, we look at 2009, 2010, they made the semifinals, the Rockets did, and that kind of started things. The Rockets lost, they went for the 2-point conversion, lost to Metamora by 1 point in the semis. Could have been state champs, and Metamora the next week.
Yeah, Metamora wins that state title by 35, 40 points. So everybody really kind of called that the state championship game. Sean Robinson, who went on to play at Purdue, gets stopped on about the half-yard line that year.
And then you see after that was the incredible run of state championships and still going strong. So there you see his shirt, Leonard Bowl, and fans enjoying it. And oh, wow, the young at heart, everybody's out tonight.
So if you get a shot here in the corner, that is former and Southern Illinois quarterback Nick Baker here in the end.
There he is on the phone, yes.
Led the Rockets to two straight state titles as quarterback.
All right, 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Bruno, little too much in the end zone, and intended receiver was Eddington, and little too much, overthrew him a little bit.
Was perfectly covered there by Sacred Heart Griffin. Number 8, Jack Ross was the defender right there, and nowhere for that ball really to go. I think the Rockets are going to come out and just try to get points here.
And let's 4th and goal from the 7, and yeah, let's see. Looks like the Rockets will go for the field goal, although you never know. But it looks like they'll go for the field goal attempt, yeah, to get something on the board with 10:18 to go here in the second quarter. So Allwelt is on for the field goal attempt, and the kick is up, and it is good. So The Rockets get on the board, 7-3. Cyclones lead. The Rockets cut into that with 10:15 to go here in the second quarter.
So looking at the body language of head coach Derrick Leonard there on the sideline, happy he has points, not happy he didn't end up with 7 on that drive.
And I want to let you know the Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game for being the heart of the community. Thank you for all you do, and there's some of our EMS and first responders. We greatly appreciate everybody does what they do, and the Prairie Heart Institute especially wants to give a big shout out to all of them. So they have to be enjoying the action so far tonight too, and hopefully they won't be really busy. As you see more pink, we talked about it, breast cancer awareness, and there's some Rochester fans. Hey, I'm on TV, I love it, look at that. It's just incredible. 7-3 SHG, and again, if Sacred Heart Griffin wins, Ken Leonard will pick up career victory number 375, would be the all-time winningest football coach in the state of Illinois. So, and he thinks he has several years left, and why not? So why not?
They said he still his sister said he still acts like the little kid growing up, so might as well keep doing it.
We did talk to his sister Sheila on the pregame show. That was interesting. Great insight. And the flag comes out, of course. Ball goes out of bounds on the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. So
that'll come out to the 35-yard line. Took a weird bounce. Thought maybe he might sneak it into the corner of the end zone. All well, but
didn't quite
get it.
Did it?
You know, we think about 375 wins. You think about some of the great players that have been here at Sacred Heart Griffin. Eric Peterman,
Gabe
Green, Kenny Burns, the whole Brenheisen family. Eric Carlicker, who is an assistant coach for Derrick Leonard. Derrick Leonard is a great player.
Chris Stapleton got a full ride to Michigan. I mean, the list, it goes on and on. There's the handoff, first down, and out to about the 40-yard line for the Cyclones as they go on the ground. And a nice pickup there by Joey Milbrandt.
Milbrandt on the carry up for about 5.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 5, and for the senior. So,
you know, one guy we haven't talked about a lot is number 64, Nick Broker, Ole Miss commit. He's a big guy to watch there on the offensive line.
He really is. There's the handoff, and to the 47-yard line, and that's good for a Shields first down. And number 2 gets the carry there for SHG. So they're mixing things up, and Alex Sweetland on the carry there. So, and let's go down to Thomas Patrick on the sideline. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. Derrick Leonard not happy with his offense on that last drive. A little sloppy, especially near the goal line. If you remember on 2nd down, they actually had too many men on the field for a little bit. Somebody had to run off at the last second. And of course, 3rd down, they took that false start penalty, which moved them back 5 yards. So that sloppiness, likely the difference between punching it in the end zone and settling for 3, which is what they had to do on the last drive.
Thank you, Thomas. 9:31 to go, second quarter.
And, you know, you think about it, you got 3 points, you didn't get 7, but at some point you need to start getting the end zone. All us Bear fans know how that feels. You got to get touchdown, not field goals.
Man in motion to give again to Sweetland. And it looked like close to a face mask, but I guess not. So Sweetland crosses midfield. Cyclones keep it on the ground. You see the replay.
Take a look at number 64, Nick Broker, right here. He kind of clears out 2 Rochester Rocket defenders. He's going to be one to watch, especially if Sacred Heart Griffin wants to establish a running game for the rest of the game here tonight.
3rd and 6 for the Cyclones from the 49. Sweetland does throw and overthrows intended receiver. Number 1, Isaiah Thompson.
See what they do here on 4th down. I would expect to see a punt play the field position game as they did earlier, but you never know. They might have something drawn up to catch the Rockets off guard. No, they're sending the punt team out right now.
Yes, indeed. So we'll see. 8:59 to go here in the second quarter. And it does look like the Cyclones will punt.
Go!
And they do. Good kick. High kick. And bounces out of bounds. And the punt that time by Matt Brenneisen. Again, the 6'2", 220-pound senior. And his dad, Bob Brenneisen.
He could do it all.
Yes. Bob Brenneisen, a long-time assistant coach here at Sacred Heart Griffin, too. So great guy and assistant principal. And there is the Midwest Technical Institute, the MTI Fan Cam. Hey, get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. And hey, there's a lot of kids who can take off with MTI. Look at that. They're having a great time, aren't they? Doesn't get much better than that. All right. Back to live action here, and keep it on the ground this time.
Yeah, Gleason on the carry. Trying to get some semblance of a running game to open up maybe a little bit downfield.
So 2nd and 8. Rochester, Bruno throws, complete. 25 to the 30, 35, and cuts back inside to about the 37-yard line. And that's an uphill move to change. That is a Shields first down after the reception there for Riley Lewis. So we call Riley Lewis's name for the Rockets. And
great job by Bruno. It's just a simple screenplay, looking at it. But that throw out there, that was probably a 20-yard throw from one hash out to the other sideline. So great arm by Bruno to get that one out there.
Bruno gets it complete. Flag on the play. Crosses midfield, though, the 45, and brought down at the 40. But let's see what the flag is all about after the big gain there that time on the pass. So let's see what they came. Let's see what
ineligible man down. It came out as the ball was.
Ineligible player downfield. They called against the Rockets.
On the offense, ineligible man downfield.
Fans coming to this call.
5-yard penalty.
23.
He's first down.
A series premiere of the All-American.
So that is something that officials are looking at a lot this year. A simple play-action pass here, but sometimes your offensive linemen get a little too far downfield, get a little too excited. Officials are looking for that a lot this year to kind of cut that down, cut it out. Just happen to get caught right there, and that takes back a big play for the Rockets.
So now it's 1st and 15 from the 34. Bruno catches his man Eddington in stride. And a host of Cyclones bring him down. Eddington down at the 37-yard line.
Eddington needed one more key block right here on this screen. He might have been off to the races. Just missed him right there, and that could have been a huge play, but great job by the Cyclones to sniff that one out. That was number 12, Trace Jennings, kind of shut that down before Eddington could really get going.
Bruno fakes, now goes. Ball is tipped by the Cyclones and incomplete. And they had a chance for the interception. It was a tough play, but good defense there by the Cyclones, and Jack Ross broke it up, Adam.
Great job by Jack Ross to get a hand on it, because he did have a man open down the sideline, just gets tipped, and maybe a little focus there by David Allen. He might have been able to bring it. Would have been a very, very tough catch, but good job by the Cyclones to get him in a 3rd and very long here for the Rockets.
So 3rd and 10 for Rochester. Bruno's looking, dumps it to the big man, number 88, and trying to get to the first down, and
we're going to see
did
where
he
they
get
spot
enough?
It. It's going to be close.
Did he get enough?
Nope, they're going to mark him about a half-yard short.
That's Clay Allwell again, the wide receiver, kicker, and he does quite a bit too. So 4th and short, Adam, and the Rockets will go for it. And Bruno from the gun, and he keeps it, and he gets the first down, still going to the 45-yard line. So then a flag on the play. It's a Shields first down, but let's see what the flag's all about.
A lot of extracurriculars going on out here. Everybody's getting a little excited. Everybody needs to calm down, take a deep breath. These penalties are going to kill both sides. That's something they're definitely going to have to address at halftime.
A lot of emotion. We talked about that. There always is when these two teams get together. And so the penalties against the Cyclones. And
personal foul hit on a defensive player, number 4 on the defense. 15 yards, it'll be a first down.
You usually don't see these kind of penalties from Rochester, and you know that's frustrating Derrick Leonard. So I check that back against the Cyclones. Actually, either team.
Yeah. These are a lot of week 1 type penalties. It's something they're going to have to talk about and get figured out.
First and 10, ball on the Cyclones 30. There's the pitch, right side to the 30, 25 almost. Oh, brought down to 26, and a nice shoestring tackle there after the run there. So nice play on defense by the Cyclones.
Again, number 8, Hank Betty, just a freshman in on that play. Takes a big option pitch and tries to make a... Coach Derrick Leonard was fired up. He only had 10 guys on the field, was trying to figure out who was supposed to be out there, and I think he's got it situated right now.
He's not happy. 2nd and 6, there's the give. And trying to get some yardage there for the Rockets, and Derrick Leonard, oh boy, he is upset.
Zach Gleason on the carry.
Zach Gleason with the carry, and
he likes to go at a pace that is very, very fast, and he wants the right guys out there. So you got to be paying attention at all times.
You definitely do. 3rd and 1. Bruno throws, complete, first down, still going, and that is a Shields first down. Riley Lewis with the first down reception. And want to remind you that tonight at 10:15 on ABC, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals recap with Donnie Tillman and Carly Bell. And they do a great job, and be sure to tune in for all of the area high school football action from tonight. All right, 1st and 10 after the Shields first down. Bruno, he keeps it, goes up the middle, and they get him at the 6-yard line, but gain of about 7. Just nothing fancy there, Adam. They had some room.
Yeah, just going right at him right now. Again, they've picked up the tempo even to another speed to try to catch the Cyclone line off balance, maybe not set so much.
2nd and 4 from the 7. Bruno hands off, going wide, or he's trying to get something, and down to the 5-yard line. And again, the Rockets mix it up, and Gleason with the carry for the Rockets.
Gleason's a big back too, and he fights off one tackle, and great job by the Cyclones to shut him down. Again, we're another 3rd and short here for the Rockets inside the red zone.
3rd and 3 from the 6. Bruno looks left, got his man, and stopped. Good stop by the Sykes defense there as they get the completion, but not much there that time for Clayton Cornett.
Great job by Isaiah Thompson. Read that one all the way, beat Allwelt to the block, and stopped it. They're going to go for it here and try to get into the end zone.
4th down and 5.
They can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown, too.
Bruno looks to the sidelines. Is he ready? Oh, boy. Timeout. Yeah, time was play clock winding down there, and Derrick Leonard and the Rockets going to call timeout. So we're going to take a short timeout as well. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more 2nd quarter action from Ken Leonard Field. Stay with us. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Waffle along with Adam Anderson, and on 4th and 5 from the 8, it looks like the Rockets will go for the field goal to try to cut the lead to 7-6. Allwelt in for the attempt. A 25-yarder. Trying to get the Cyclones to jump. Allwelt's kick is up, and it is through and good. So 7-6 here in the 2nd quarter. 1-point game, and the Rockets can't get in the end zone at them. But hey, 3 points, you're just a point down. So
yeah, you know they're excited, but they're not exactly happy because they feel like they should be up 14, maybe even 21. They had that fumble there on their first drive. Just got to make those plays.
Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com. There's all kinds of great video highlights and the games and photos and you name it, it's on there. So, and that production team, everybody does it. They do a great job with these games, Adam. So,
live high school football, there is nothing like it in the world.
And as I said on the previous show, I mean, beginning of the game, or before the game, this is, without a doubt, the biggest game in the state of Illinois, maybe one of the biggest high school games in the country tonight. I mean, father against son, two great
state champion
schools.
A Hall of Famer, probably against another Hall of Famer. It's an unbelievable atmosphere. Two great football communities as well.
So 3:40 to go in the second quarter, and Clay Allwelt will kick off for the Rockets after the 25-yard field goal. And that is another Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Cyclones get a chance to return it from the 4 to the 20, 25, 30, down the sideline, 40, and brought out of bounds at the 43. The Cyclones will have excellent field position. Isaiah Thompson, the sophomore, with a nice run back there, Adam.
Great job by Thompson. He's had a big game defensively here tonight. That was a big return. Probably going to play keep away from him from now on kickoffs.
You see the replay and hit hard, but a nice return there. So 1st and 10 for the Cyclones, led by senior quarterback Sam Sweetland. High snap, brings it down, and nothing doing that time. Rockets read that one, and Cyclones, Alec Tabora with the carry there, and make it 2nd and 11 after the stop.
Great read by number 20, Nick Davis, for the Rockets. Had a penalty early. It looks like he's rebounded. He's back into the game.
Sweetland back to throw. Looks and in and out of the hands.
Now, you folks can't see me at home, but on that play,
you're motioning to me.
I am pointing square. Sam Sweetland missed. Matt Brinheisen screaming down the middle of the field. Uncovered. It would have been a huge play for the Cyclones. Just didn't see him.
Charlie Hamilton, the intended receiver on that play. 3rd and 11 for the Cyclones. Sweetland looking. Cross the middle, complete to the 40. And brought back. So a first down for the Cyclones after the catch by Isaiah Thompson. So that's a Shields first down.
Big catch there by the sophomore. Great job by the Cyclone offensive line to give Sweetland a few extra seconds to try to find an open man. Thompson broke free late. Sweetland was able to get him the football.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 41 of Rochester. There's the give and some room, and down to the 35-yard line or close to it for the Cyclones, and they are mixing it up and doing well, and that's Alex Sweetland with the carry. That'll make it 2nd and 6. Cyclones don't waste any time. Sweetland looks to throw, does, complete. The 30 inside the 30, and Cyclones really trying to keep things moving, and they're doing all right with it. Cade Holloway with the catch there, and that is good for a Shields first down. 2:15 to go in the second quarter. Sweetland right back at it. Looks, in trouble, goes, keeps it, spun around, and I tell you, Adam, that could have been a big loss. Not a great play, but it could have been a lot worse than that for the Cyclones.
And it also could have been a lot worse for the Rockets. Thank goodness the Rochester Rocket defensive line had enough pressure. Charlie Hamilton broke late, uncovered, standing in the end zone. Sam Sweetland just didn't have a chance to step up and throw the football.
2nd and 11. Sweetland looks left. Running, still looking, throws in near the end zone, and complete. And touchdown! The Cyclones strike on the touchdown pass from Sweetland to Luke Healy, the junior. So that is a Young Security touchdown, another $50 to the Elizabeth Ann Seton program.
You know, Allwell just took a bad angle right there. Let Sweetland get on the outside of him. And then Healy just broke a short route, turned it up deep, got behind the defense. And we're looking at a bigger lead here for Sacred Heart Griffin.
Cade Holloway
On for the
to attempt the extra point. And the extra point is good. So now it is 14-6. Sacred Heart Griffin over Rochester here. 1:33 to go in the second quarter.
That was a great drive by Sacred Heart Griffin. Must have seen something, you know, after they stalled out earlier. Really kept it in the air. Sweetland did a lot on that drive to keep some plays open a little bit longer. His receivers broke open late. There's a lot of great athletes on these fields, so he can trust his guys to maybe hold on to that ball a little bit longer than he should, but he just delivered a strike right there to Healy to put, that was a huge touchdown here going into halftime.
Yeah, it really was. And Adam, we talked and we could go on and on about the incredible number of great high school players that have been through Griffin and then, you know, Sacred Heart Griffin, and just a lot of great people. And we talked about Gabe Green and another one, the Brent Eisen's quarterback, Bobby. Went to Southern Illinois for a while and University in Carbondale, and that's where Matt is going to go, Brent Eisen. And we talked about Bob being a long-time assistant coach here with Ken Leonard. He's got a lot of long-time assistant coaches. He's got a lot of experience, and you get a shot at Derrick Leonard, and just, boy, the Leonards, they put their heart and soul into this, and Rochester's had some pretty good athletes too. Wes Lunt, quarterback, went to Illinois.
Will Lunt, his brother, was an exceptional quarterback as well.
You talked about Nick Baker earlier, unbelievable year.
Yeah.
Last year, Rockets were undefeated, won state.
You know, you think about the Rochester Rocket football program, it's only been around for 22 years. Their first year as a varsity team was 1996, 1997. The Taft family in Rochester, I know, had a lot to do with bringing football to Rochester. So for them to have 7 state titles in only a 22-year span is unheard of. It's amazing the head coaching job that Derrick Leonard has done in 14 years to take this program and make it into one of the elites here in Illinois.
He's done a great job. And there's Holloway with the kickoff. At the 10, the 20, and 5. Going wide right is Eddington. And a nice return there to the 47-yard line. So the Rockets maybe get something going here, some more offense before halftime. And you know, they use all of their timeouts, so they're out of timeouts. Clock's a factor, but the Rockets can move the ball very quickly, as everybody knows.
You know, you could say they're going to go into their 2-minute drill, and we're going to see them pick up the pace. Well, that's the pace they're always in. So,
if they slowed it down, that would be a news story, right? So
we did get a late flag.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, 1st and 10.
So it was a block in the back called against Rochester. It's going to bring it 10 yards back. So I think they're going to start here about the 27-yard line.
And Dave Jacobs was the first Rochester football coach, and been a couple other places since then, and got the program started. And yeah, the Rockets have built from there, and it's just incredible. Rochester, we talked a number of weeks ago about Athens, the incredible success they've had, and the Warriors haven't had a football program as long as Rochester. But yeah, some of the smaller schools, and like Athens having a lot of success. And there's a throw. It's a high throw, and broken up by the Cyclones for the last second, and good defense there. A little bit of
I'm not sure.
A little bit of confusion on that play. I'm not sure what the. So and Jack Ross with a good D there.
Offensive line there did move. I don't know if they thought the Cyclones stepped into the neutral zone. They were going to get an offside penalty. A little unsure kind of what happened there. I'm sure Coach Derrick Leonard is not happy that, you know, now we're at 2nd and 10. Pretty much just a given away play right there on 1st down.
So it was 2nd and 10 from the 28. Fake pass, and barely gets the handoff, and nothing doing there as the clock continues to run, and the Cyclones all over that play.
Great job by the Sacred Heart Griffin defense right there. Just a simple draw play, and it really didn't even have a chance to get going anywhere. Number 31, Dominic Capecci, just right on top of Bruno, even as he hands that off.
3rd and 18, ball on the 20. Probably does not scare the Rockets, though, does it?
No, and
the clock is running, 40 seconds.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Rochester just run the football here. Keep the clock running.
Bruno throws, 25, and wow, Cyclones are fired up, and he's in there again, number 8. Nice defensive play. Just had it a couple of plays ago and doing a great job is for the Cyclones.
Jack Ross, he's had a few big plays here in a row to really submit himself and change the flow and momentum of this game. Timeout by Sacred Heart Griffin to stop the clock to try to get the ball back here before halftime.
And why not? And why not?
They will also come out with the football when we start the second half.
There you see Derrick Leonard,
Hey, listen,
Ken Leonard's son. We talked to Brad Leonard, who was an assistant coach with Derrick at Rochester for several years and won five of their state championships. And Brad Leonard now working in the private sector here in Springfield. So
St. Ambrose the punt. I want you to be about 6-7 yards.
A great
hey,
night.
my split back running back. Step up and get out of his way.
I want to remind you that you can wake up with Joe Crane and get your out-the-door forecast weekday mornings on ABC News Channel 20 Sunrise. Joe Crane weekdays 5 to 7 on ABC News Channel 20, and meteorologist Joe Crane, big sports fan, big St. Louis Cardinals fan, and he loves sports. And he loves the weather, of course. Does a great job. So shout out to Joe Crane. Gets up pretty early to give you that weather.
Speaking of weather, couldn't pick up a better night for high school football.
Yeah, I know this game is being picked up nationally, and if you're not from Central Illinois, it was hot. 90s all week, several days. Today, incredible. Low 80s and a little breeze tonight. It's awesome. So 4th and 10 for the Rockets. And they punt. Bruno does, and it's a good punt. Fielded at the 37-yard line. It crosses midfield, and Cyclones have a chance to do something before halftime, and Isaiah Thompson with the return there for SHG.
We've talked about Thompson a little bit here tonight. Just a sophomore. He's probably going to be a player to watch here the rest of this season, and then moving into the next 2 years. He could be a special talent for Ken Leonard and the Cyclones.
So, ball on the 48 of Rochester, and you've got one timeout left, up by 8. See how the Cyclones play it. He's going to keep it. Sweetland does. He's got some room to the 40. Going to head out of bounds, and does, and pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So certainly good enough for a Shields first down. They'll move the chains. 7 seconds left, Adam. So you're at the 37-yard line. Obviously too long for a field goal, but you've got a chance to go to the end zone here, right? Take a shot at it. Why not?
Or Sam Sweetland's got to have an internal clock to know that he's got 7 seconds. If they want to try to get a field goal, he needs to hit somebody quick, take a timeout, get your kicking team on, and see if you can get 3 points.
Sweetland back to throw. Looking, going to the end zone, and about 3 Rockets there and overthrew everybody. So does stop the clock with, how did 6 seconds is all? No, wait a minute. 0.6. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, I was going to say, so it got quiet here all of a sudden, didn't it?
A lot of times you don't see a lot of football games come down to the 0.6 second mark, so it's more of a basketball time. But I think you're going to see a basketball type play here, because you're going to get a jump ball here in the end zone if Sweetland can get it that far.
And there was a shot of Ken Leonard and a shot of his son Derrick, and both focused. And Derrick Leonard's team trailing 14-6. And he doesn't want to trail by any more than that heading into halftime. So barring a defensive penalty here, Adam, this will be the last play of the second quarter and of the half.
I'm not sure what we're discussing here with.
I think one of the officials is talking to SHG head coach Ken Leonard. Let's see. I'm not sure what they could be talking about either, but
here we go.
All right. 0.3 seconds on the clock. That's what they were talking about. They adjusted it. This is the last play. Sweetland complete. 25, 23-yard line, but that's going to do it after the completion. So 14-6, SHG leads the Rochester Rockets at halftime, and it's been a good game. We thought it would be. Not a lot of scoring, but you see Thomas Patrick on the sidelines, and he's trying to grab, and I think he will get head coach Ken Leonard to get his thoughts heading into halftime. And and of course, we talked about it. Everybody knows if he gets the win, they get the win tonight, he'll be the all-time winningest coach in the state of Illinois. And let's see if Thomas Patrick is ready with head coach Ken Leonard of the Cyclones.
All right, thanks, guys. We got Ken Leonard. You're leading 14-6 at halftime, and I'll tell you what, your defense was backed up to within the 10-yard line twice, but you kept them to 2 field goals. What was the difference makers on those drives?
Well, we got that turnover. I thought the kids played really well. We were giving up some easy stuff early. Defensive coaches made some great adjustments. We just got to tighten up a little bit. They got a heck of a football team, and offensively, my son does a heck of a job with the offense. So we need a big drive in this first. We get the ball back, and we need to get a good drive right off the bat offensively.
All right, possibly 24 minutes till history.
Right,
okay, good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you, Thomas Patrick. Thank you to Cyclones head coach Ken Leonard, and we're going to take a timeout here. Back with the halftime report from Ken Leonard Field. Back with more. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Friday Night Rivals. Here on CW23, it's halftime. Sacred Heart Griffin leads the Rochester Rockets 14-6. And want to let you know that earlier today, SFQ presented Sacred Heart Griffin with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. SFQ will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. SFQ is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. Thanks to SFQ and to Sacred Heart Griffin for hosting tonight's high school football game against the Rochester Rockets. All right, we're going to take a break. Back with more here at halftime. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Waffle, Adam Anderson here at Ken Leonard Field. Halftime. The Cyclones lead the Rochester Rockets. And I want to let you know that throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, NorTrack will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's NorTrack Scholar athletes are from Rochester, Grace DeRocher. Grace has a 4.67 GPA. She's the co-captain of the basketball team and captain of the volleyball team. Grace serves as class president. .06 grade point average. She's the co-captain of the volleyball team. Jade serves as the class vice president, is a member of the National Honor Society, and volunteers at HSHS St. John Samaritan Volunteer Program and student ambassadors. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of NorTrack. NorTrack is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's NorTrack Scholar athletes from Rochester, Grace DeRocher, and from Sacred Heart Griffin, Jade Tapscott. All right, and thanks to NorTrack for sponsoring that program. Halftime here at Ken Leonard Field, and what a great game this has been so far. Everything we thought it would be, 14-6, Sacred Heart Griffin over Rochester. And in case you just joined us or didn't hear all of the promotion and so forth this week, Sacred Heart Griffin head football coach Ken Leonard with a win tonight, or his next victory, but if it's tonight, he will get career victory number 375, would be the all-time winningest football coach in the state of Illinois. He is tied with Frank Lenti right now, and it's just an incredible program he's run here at SHG, and son Derrick, of course, long-time 14-year coach. This is his 14th year at Rochester. So we're going to take a short break. You're watching Susan's Auto Mall Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Back with more Halftime Report here from Ken Leonard Field in a minute. And you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wampel, Adam Anderson. And now we're going to go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We just had a very touching tribute to Liz Leonard here at halftime. Of course, today, a very emotional day on both sides of the football. We got Kara Rapaz of SHG. You're the principal. So first of all, just how has the atmosphere and just the emotions been from today's game?
You know, I said right before we went on air, it's really kind of hard to follow that video of Coach Leonard and his son because Liz touched all of our lives. So this entire week has just been incredible. There's been so much celebration and just excitement built up around this game.
Of course, family is such a huge part of these football teams, and we're actually going to get a little family get-together later on in the week, so tell us about that.
Yes, actually on Tuesday we're going to host our first ever Grandparents Mass. So obviously faith is at the center of everything that we do here at SHG, and we decided it's time for us to invite those grandparents into the school. So we will celebrate Mass with them on Tuesday, and we're really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. Now, by the way, you may have actually heard there's a marching band, but it's not the SHG marching band. It's the Chicago Bears marching band. They did a really cool thing at the school today.
Yes, it was awesome. They actually came into the school and offered individual lessons with our kids. So there was so much excitement and fun, and you heard drums playing all day long.
That is so cool, and I love marching band. I did trumpet in high school, so that is a great experience for those kids. All right, Kara, thanks so much for being here today. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you in the booth.
All right, thank you very much. And halftime here, Sacred Heart Griffin over Rochester, 14-6. And Adam, we go on and on about former players of Ken Leonard's, and you know it's an incredibly long list, and they have so many great things to say. Somebody else I talked to who's known Ken Leonard since he started here at Sacred Heart Griffin, then Griffin High School, Pete Stoll, longtime trainer with a number of different organizations here in the community, and he's been at state championships on both sides. Now he's with Rochester. Pete Stoll is training for them for the last 4 or 5 years. So been part of state championships, seen Derrick now, has known Derrick, watched Derrick grow up, Brad Leonard grow up, knew Liz Leonard, and of course knows Ken Leonard very well too, and just Pete had nothing but great things, of course, to say about Ken. Very focused, said very intense, but a great man, a great human being, and I think we all know that. And just more and more accolades about Ken Leonard.
I don't think there's a guy in the state of Illinois that has as many state championship medals as Pete Stoll, because he's worked with a lot of great teams. He's been a part of a lot of great runs, and he's probably got a huge mantle of medals, first place, trophies, everything. But Pete's been around a while. He's worked with the best.
And there you see the sign, SHG tradition, Ken Leonard Field. They named it Ken Leonard Field last year, and Liz Leonard was able to be here for the dedication, and the family was here. It was outstanding. So, again, well deserved. And Ken Leonard's going to get that record, whether it's tonight or next week or the week after. But go Cyclones, right? So go Cyclones, go Rockets. So right now we're going to, as you get a good shot, we're going to take a look at some plays from around the country, some Friday Night Rivals plays, and there's actually, let's make that Thursday Night Lights, actually. So some of the highlights, Adam, from around the country is Thursday Night Lights. Check them out.
Gunning, downfield, going long, and a pass going to be tipped and intercepted with the foot on the sideline. They don't say so. Coming back the other way is Riley Weiss. Weiss to midfield. Weiss to the 35. Weiss going to take it the distance for the touchdown.
Comes on for Washington off the sideline. Linnell under pressure. He goes down to the backfield.
Hall takes a snap, running the option, cuts it back, and he's hit. Ball's down. That's it. Skyridge.
Come out throwing. Nice hurdle with some running room. A stiff arm to midfield. Bryce Hurdle. Hurdle inside the 30. Brought down, no. Breaks through the tackle, gets to the pylon. Did he get in? He did.
So Hayes just kind of maybe got in a little bit of hurry and threw that out there a little too much, but great catch by Brumbaugh there on the replay.
Yeah, because nobody near him. Obviously, the hardest thing was to catch it, and it was not an easy catch. You won't get too many better than that in high school football. How about that, Adam Anderson? Thursday night Friday Night Rivals, and threw in one of the plays from last week. That great catch.
Yeah, great catch
unbelievable.
by David Brumbaugh from Warrensburg Latham. That's awesome. We finally got on there.
And we've got some highlights from the first half here. It was a good first half, 14-6 SHG.
First score here broke it open for the Cyclones. After a few back and forths, they really got the running game going on that drive. Rochester responds with only 3 points. They've been kept out of the end zone twice, and I think that's the biggest story here in the first half.
I have to agree with you there, and just perfect field conditions tonight not field conditions. The field is always good here on the turf. Sorry about that, but I mean weather conditions I meant. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lot of fun, and you see Sweetland here with the fake and rolls, and going to throw it deep pass, and good for 6 there. So Cyclones offense looking pretty good.
Yeah, the Cyclone defense bending but not breaking, keeping the Rockets out. But also another big story has been penalties. There was a lot of penalties in the first half so far. Hopefully that gets talked about and cleaned up, and we have a cleaner second half.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, halftime here at Ken Leonard Field, and the Rockets are making their way back onto the field as you see the Chicago Bears drum line performing, and quite an honor to have the Chicago Bears drum line. I see Carly Bell from Channel 20 in the background there. Adam, first half stats.
Yeah, pretty even comparatively. The running game. Both teams are going to try to start to get that established more in the second half. The offensive philosophies really opened up once the run game got going a little better. 2 big sacks, I think, is what's really pushing that Rochester Rocket number down.
And Adam, this is really a lot different, isn't it, than a typical Rochester SHG game, if you want to say that, right?
Yeah.
Offense, usually both teams have a lot of offense, and so far we haven't seen that, but the defenses have come through.
Yeah, the defenses have come through. They might not get talked about enough, but the Rochester defense has really played well starting this year, and then the Cyclone defense is always going to be ready to go.
And again, a beautiful night for high school football here, and you see, the passing yards, 101, 124, not a whole lot, and Cyclones have the statistic that counts the most, of course, the 14-6 lead, and if they hang on to that lead or win the game, of course, Ken Leonard becomes the all-time winningest coach in the state of Illinois with, it would be victory 375. So it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. So you see the Rockets working out here, getting ready for halftime. And here, look at this. Adam, like father, like son, Ken Leonard's, I checked this out, 137 victory came during his 16th season, 5 state titles overall. Derrick Leonard, his 137 victory came this season during his 14th year, so a little bit ahead of Dad, the pace of Dad. I just thought it'd be interesting to see. And of course, 7 state titles, had won 5 in a row at one point. Derrick's teams have, and obviously, again, 2 great coaches, and the winning percentage, more than 80%, 82%, right around there, and just incredible. But Derrick is on an incredible pace himself to become. He already is a great coach, and you've heard Ken, his dad, talk about it a number of times, not just tonight, but about his son is has an incredible offensive mind, offensive genius. There you see Ken Leonard here at halftime, and I wonder what's going through his mind right now.
I will say, though, for any prospective coach out there or any football player, if you get a chance to talk to Derrick Leonard, take it. He is absolutely entertaining. He loves talking about it. He loves learning and teaching. You can learn a lot. It's amazing the way his mind works when talking about offensive football.
All right, right now going down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
All right, I'm here with Coach Derrick Leonard, and you're only down by 8 at the half, but what needs to change in order for you to start putting up 7s on the board as opposed to 3s?
We got to score in the red zone. I told her we got inside the 10, I think 4 times, all possessions except for the last one, and
You can't do that. You got to finish. We didn't finish last week. We turnovers, penalties, and just not finishing, just not grit. You get inside the 10, inside the 5 twice on the 1, and not score. I mean, I don't know what to say. We got to finish. We got to get 7s instead of 3.
All right. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. Thanks to Rochester coach Derrick Leonard for the insight. And yeah, you got to finish. They had some opportunities, penalties. A lot of them really hurt the Rockets.
Yeah, penalty, that early turnover too, that hurt them. And then Derrick's not one to mince words about his team. You got to finish. You got to get tougher. They can't always take 3 points when they're down inside the red zone, because he knows that once you got to put up 6 points against the Cyclones.
You see that shot a second ago? That was incredible. A little father, I think, and son moment there, and I think that's who on the sideline there, isn't it? That's Derrick.
Hey, I mean, you never stop being a dad.
Incredible, just incredible. You know, maybe a nice break from the football game, and obviously a lot of emotions going through Derrick's mind with his dad having a chance to get the record against him, against his son's team. So just unbelievable. What a privilege it is for us to be able to do this game and to bring it to you, everybody at home watching this. So here you get a shot of the big crowd tonight, both sides, Sacred Heart Griffin and Rochester. And
yeah, student bodies came out in full force.
And we are set for third quarter action, and we are underway. There's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff fielded at the 31. Cyclones get the ball first and trying to get a good place to start. And they do, the 42-yard line. So
they're gonna kick it short here, keep it away from Thompson, who had the big return there before halftime.
Stop made by Dalton Direct.
So this is an important series for Rochester as well, isn't it, Adam?
Oh yeah, you see what kind of adjustments, and both teams are going to come out with adjustments. You've got great coaching staffs. They're going to kind of keep the same game plan, but they've looked at film, they've talked about it. Let's see what they do here. But defensively, if you can keep them out of the end zone and keep this lead at 8, you got to feel pretty good about yourself right now.
There's a carry, got some room across midfield and brought down the 47-yard line. Cyclones come on the ground, and a good run there. And that's good for a Casey's General Store first down, courtesy of Alec Tabor of the Cyclones.
Great run by Tabor. Great job by the Cyclone offensive line. Set the tone here early.
Sweetland looked like he was going to throw, keeps it, and brought down. Now the Rockets are fired up, and they need to be. So
Ethan Vos there tracking down Sweetland from behind. Kind of got a little high on that tackle. He needs to be maybe a little cautious next time he goes up that high. We've seen a lot of penalties here tonight.
Indeed we have. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Sam Sweetland in the gun. Hands off, gives it back. See if the reverse works. It looks like it's working down the sideline. 35, cuts back, 30, the 28, almost to the 25-yard line, and the Cyclones come up with a good play there, and that's good for a first down, 20 yards. That's a Casey's General Store first down, and that was Alex Sweetland there, number 2, with the big run.
Yeah, a great job by Tabor to pitch that. He had a lot of guys in his face. That's a gutsy call right there to pitch that out with so many Rocket defenders, but great reverse there by the Cyclones.
1st and 10, Sweetland throws, right side, complete to the 20, out of bounds, and good game there. So the Cyclones come out, Cade Holloway with the catch there for SHG.
A few talented sophomores for this Cyclone offense. Alex Sweetland, Isaiah Thompson, they're going to be guys to watch here as they get a little bit older. They could be headaches for the rest of the Central State A Conference.
2nd and 3 from the 20. Sweetland fires it complete to the 10. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going to make it. He's in it. Touchdown. I'm waiting for the signal. He's in. So the Cyclones strike first. Cade Holloway And that is a Young Security touchdown and another $50 courtesy of Young Security to this week's charity, the Elizabeth Ann Seton program.
That was all on Cade Holloway right there. Just a simple throw and catch, and Holloway made one guy miss, made another guy miss on his own, and then it was a sprint to the end zone. Great job by Holloway to give the Cyclones a big lead coming out of halftime.
And Cade Holloway, he's busy. He's going to attempt the extra point. It is up and it is good. So just like that, 10:07 to go here in the third quarter, the Cyclones strike early and increase their lead 21-6. We're going to take a break. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Come back and join us for third quarter action. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We are at Ken Leonard Field here at Sacred Heart Griffin High School, and beautiful night for high school football. Adam Anderson, and this has been a good one. There you see Ken Leonard going for the record tonight, 21-6. He has to like what he sees, at least what he saw right there on that drive.
Yeah, that was probably the best offensive drive they've had. You know, had the short field, but really looked kind of unstoppable. Now I know Rochester's going to come back, talk about it, and have to make some kind of adjustments because that was pretty easy for the Cyclones.
Cyclones are just about set to kick off the touchdown with 10:07 to go in the third quarter. A little bit of a breeze, and Cyclones with the lead. There's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded at the 5, 10, 15, 20, the 25-yard line. And that's where the Rockets will take over at the return. And Eddington with the return, and number 26 for the Rockets. Have to keep an eye on him. He came off limping a little bit. That's Jack Brousseau for Rochester. And there's Derrick Leonard, the Rochester Rockets coach. And he wants to get that offense clicking tonight.
We talked about finishing. Let's see how they do on this first initial drive, and really want to keep pace with the Cyclones right now.
Ball on the 26. Bruno in the gun. Cyclones look like they may have jumped.
Gonna get a false start here. Offensive line.
Okay.
Dead ball foul. False start. Number 71 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So there was a late movement by the Cyclone defensive line. They shifted. Camden Ramsey just got a little bit excited, jumped up before the ball was snapped.
So that'll make it 1st and 15 for Clay Bruno and the Rockets. Bruno looks. Going deep, got a man. Can he get him? Overthrew him. Had a step or two. David Allen did on the Cyclone defender there, so just couldn't, a little too much.
Yeah, just a little too much on it. Again, stepped up in the pocket. Great job by the offensive line to give him plenty of time, and just out of the reach of David Allen. And that's tough. That would have been a big 6 points probably for the Rockets.
So 2nd and 15 for Rochester. Bruno looking, scrambling, going to keep it, and out of bounds. The 32, about the 31-yard line, with 9:42 to go here in the third. So, and Matt Brenneisen, no surprise there.
Bruno's pretty lucky that he didn't get that ball stripped from behind him. He brought it in just in time. That could have been a disaster there for the Rockets.
3rd and 5, ball on the 31. Fakes, across the middle, got his man, Eddington, and he cuts back, 45 to the 43-yard line. So that is a Casey's General Store first down here in the third quarter, and I thought Eddington maybe went straight. He might have had a better path, but still a good pickup, and Rockets are going to keep moving.
Yep, and number 10, Brock McEnany, comes in. He puts a little bit more on that ball, and we're not talking about where to cut back. We're talking about Cade Eddington standing in the end zone.
And there's a completion to the sideline this way, and another pickup there. So the Rockets switching things up at quarterback.
Well, now we got to call to the bullpen again, and out comes Bruno.
So Brock McEnany is now Bruno is back in at quarterback, fires one right side, down the sideline, Eddington, and flag at the 35-yard line.
Probably going to get a hold here on the Rocket receiver on the outside.
On the play.
But to talk about a tough throw, you're talking about Clay Bruno taking that snap on the far hash, throwing it out to the opposite yard line. That's probably a 20-yard throw just to get it out.
5-yard face mask on the defense. Number 8.
It's a 5-yard walk.
5 yards, results first down.
Rochester with a first down.
So that's a Casey's General Store first down. Ball on the 30 of SHG. Bruno keeps it up the middle. Good pickup there to the 21-yard line. So that'll bring up second and short, Adam.
Now that big third down momentum, and now this Rocket offense has gotten the tempo, and they are humming. They are ready to go.
Bruno fires it incomplete. I think it hit the ground.
Yep.
And that, again, that play there, right? That's a long way to throw.
Long throw for any quarterback. And again, you have your receiver is just standing there. You got to think, all 11 guys are now going to be headed that way. That's a long toss. Not the easiest play to make in football.
Third and a couple for the Rockets. Bruno fakes, throws, and picked off by the Cyclones. Brought down to 19. Cyclones come up with the INT, and that's number 25, Joey Milbrandt, the senior, with the big interception.
He pumped the screen out to Lewis and then went downfield. Milbrandt read it the whole way, stepped right in front of the ball. We're going the other way.
8:45 in the third. A turnover for the Cyclones.
And again, another turnover.
I checked it for the Rockets. Cyclones recover.
Another turnover for the Rockets inside the red zone. Coach Derrick Leonard not going to be very happy when he looks back at this film.
And he's not right now. Saw him on the sidelines. He is not happy. High snap. Sweetland throws. Ball in the air. Incomplete. Thought for a second Rockets might have a chance to pick it off there, but no such luck. So 8:41 to go, and
that would have been a tough catch there for Braden Smith. Rocket defender Riley Lewis made a great break on that football and hit him at the perfect time. No interference, nothing like that. Popped that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 20 for SHG. They lead 21-6. There's the handoff, and got some room, finds a hole, and about 5 Rockets finally. And did I see another flag?
Flag came in late.
Another flag.
Where it was thrown in, I'm going to guess it is going to be another face mask penalty.
Incredible is Alex Sweetland with the carry there, number 2. And
it is going to be a face mask here against the Rockets. Let's see if it's a 5 or a 15.
5-yard face mask, number 32 on the defense. The result of the penalty is a first down.
So they'll move the chains. You heard the official first down as a result of the penalty, and that's a Casey's General Store first down for the Cyclones. Ball on the 33 for SHG. Sam Sweetland in the gun. Back to throw. Looks. Trying to hit his man, incomplete. Intended receiver was Charlie Hamilton, and haven't really called his name a lot, at least late in the second.
Yeah,
second
and he did
quarter,
have an inside step there on Riley Lewis, just couldn't get him the football.
And want to remind you that you don't have to stay up late to watch your local news. You can get to bed early and watch Fox News at 9. Fox News at 9, an hour earlier. Local news. All right. 2nd and 10. Here's the give, and now he's got a hold to the 40, 45, and that's good for a first down. The Cyclones pushing through there, and a good pickup for Alec Tabora. And he's had a pretty good night, Adam. And they move the chains. That's a Casey's General Store first down.
Coming into the season, Ken Leonard's motto was big, bad, nasty. And they've really tried to establish the run here in the second half, too. And Tabora has done a great job.
And there's Tabora again, and he does it again. He's loose 40, 35, 30. Another flag, and he's thrown out of bounds inside the 25-yard line or so. Let's see what that's all about. Wow, a lot of flags.
I think they're going to get Charlie Hamilton on a hold late in that run, so it'll be a spot penalty and come back.
And that is indeed the call.
Holding on the offense, number 4. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The result's still first down.
So Casey's General Store first down.
So not as big as a run, but still a pretty big run there for Tabora.
The Rockets D has to come up with something here on this drive. They've got to contain the Cyclones. Here's the give. Sweetland cuts back to the 27-yard line.
Alex Sweetland up to the
marker. The Cyclones are a-rolling.
They've seen something here that they talked about at halftime, and they're coming with Sweetland and with Tabora, and they're just hammering this Rocket defensive line for big runs.
2nd and 1, Sweetland, a lot more than one. First down, he's inside the 10. Another first down. Casey's General Store first down, and boy, the Rockets are just spinning their wheels here, or on their heels, I should say. 1st and 10 from the 11. Sweetland, high snap, gives it to Sweetland. Why not? Sweetland just a couple on the carry. 7-11 to go in the third quarter.
You know, they're not doing anything flashy or anything crazy here. They're just going right at the Rockets and challenging them, just saying, you know what, we're bigger and we're stronger than you. We're going to come at you. Just try to stop.
2nd and 8 from the 9. Sweetland in trouble, gets it away, got him in the end zone. And did he catch it? Let's see. I think he touched. No call. Wait a minute now. I'm watching.
Not signaled yet.
I didn't see a signal. PA announcer says yes, Charlie Hamilton. It's a touchdown. Wasn't sure. Never saw a signal, but 27-6, SHG, and that's a Young Security touchdown, so it means another $50 goes to this week's charity, the Elizabeth Ann Seton program. So
great job by Sweetland. Took a chance there and just threw it up to Hamilton, but the Cyclones all over the Rockets here out of halftime.
Holloway with the extra point, 28-6. Sacred Heart Griffin. We're going to take a short break. You're watching SEFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more after this short break. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Waffle, along with Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick, our sideline reporter tonight. Third quarter action from Ken Leonard Field. The SHG Cyclones chasing history, or Ken Leonard specifically, the head coach, trying to pick up victory 375 in his career, and most of them have come here, but 4 years at Gridley, he picked up 32 wins there, and right now things are looking pretty good here. Adam Anderson with 6:48 to go in the third.
They have really come out with kind of a renewed sense of urgency in the second half and have put it to the Rockets. That interception on the last drive against Rochester could loom very large here for the rest of this game.
So Cade Holloway, the kicker for SHG, has been busy, and that's been a good thing for him. That's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, fielded at the 11, and still going to the 38-yard line, and that's where the Rockets again will take over on offense. So, Adam, there's still obviously plenty of time, but you got to get some momentum. You got to get something going. And hey, don't get me wrong, right? The Rockets can strike in a hurry, that's how they play.
Yeah,
but 28-6, I'm just surprised.
You got to get some life back here in their sideline, too. It got very quiet over here on the Rochester side. They need some big plays here and need to establish something, or it could be a long night for Rochester.
There's the pass and completion, and Cyclones stopped that, so not much there. And they're mixing it up, and that's number 8, Hank Beatty, with the catch.
Just a freshman again, but he took a big hit by Reese Edwards, who's just a sophomore. A lot of young guys playing big parts here in this game.
No gain. 2nd and 10. Looking. Running. Now gets it away. Picked off. Oh, Charlie Hamilton. The Cyclones grabbed it. And he's at the 37-yard line. Wow. Not what the Rockets wanted or needed. And Charlie Hamilton, and it looked like he came out of nowhere. He just grabbed that one right in his arms.
You know, Bruno kept that one alive and didn't want to cross the line. He wanted to try to throw that one downfield. He might have been better off by just trying to run that one. But again, they talk about you got to win the turnover margin to win the game. Rochester has turned the ball over 3 times here tonight. Cigarette Griffin, not at all.
So check that, 1st down and 10, ball on the 36-yard line of Rochester. And Sam Sweetland hands it off. And the Cyclones really looking good here in the second half and mixing things up a little bit. Alec Tabor, the carry there.
You know, the Cyclones are like sharks right now. They smell a little blood in the water. They want to go and they want to attack. And this game is far from over. For you folks that aren't familiar with Rochester, they can score quick and in a hurry. So Ken Leonard knows he needs to get more points on the board to feel comfortable about not giving this one away to Rochester.
Sam Sweetland with the incomplete pass there. And I don't know if you could see it or not on TV, but he got hit pretty hard there as he just got rid of the pass and attempted to pass in the end zone there. So
big 3rd down here for Rochester. Again, you're kind of in no man's land for the Cyclones, so I would expect them almost to go for it if they don't get the 1st down. You're on your side of the 40. You could play field position, but they've done great here in the second half with running the football.
Sam Sweetland to Alex Sweetland. And he's still going to the 15-yard line.
Cyclone carry.
So that's pretty, check that, Alec Tabora. Alec Tabora. So they move the chains. That's a Casey's General Store 1st down.
And that's good for another.
Has been a busy guy here in the second half.
First down from the 22. Sweetland throws. Oh! I tell you what, if Eddington hangs on to that one, he's gone. That's 6.
And that changes the flow of this game. It changes the outlook, gets this Rochester crowd back into it.
Here's the replay, a hard-thrown ball, but wow. Tough catch to make.
Once again, a Samsung Galaxy S6.
2nd and 10 now for SHG on the Rockets 22. They trail, the Rockets do, 28-6. And tripped up about the 18-yard line is Alec Tabora, who gets the carry. Cyclones
brought down by Jackson.
Moving.
Yeah, they definitely want to get in the end zone.
Loss on the play.
They do have Holloway's a decent kicker. I would imagine they're still in field goal range too for him.
3rd and 12. Sweetland going to the end zone. Got a man in the corner. It's Hamilton. And it's good. It's a touchdown. Late call there by the officials. Cyclones with a TD reception. Charlie Hamilton. That's a Young Security touchdown. And courtesy of Young Security, another $50 to the Elizabeth Van Seaton program. Here's a replay, Adam. Wow, look at that.
He had a step.
All he needs 1 foot in high school football. Inbounds, and
And Riley Lewis had decent coverage, but, you know, Hamilton stands at 6'3". He's got a size advantage on him. Sweetland can trust him, knows where to put the football, and that's another 6 points for the Cyclones.
Make it 7 now, so 35-6 after the Holloway PAT and 4:32 to go in the third quarter. And I can't be the only one. I'm almost stunned here at this score. And I want to let you know, earlier this week we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. Take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute.
Well, we're taking a little break from football to talk about the Ornish Lifestyle Medicine. And joining us right now to give us all the details is Lisa Micah. Thank you for taking out the time to talk with us.
Absolutely.
All right, now first off, let's talk about cardiac rehab, and what exactly is that all about?
Cardiac rehab is a program designed to help patients to recover from a cardiac event. It's really important for them to enroll in a cardiac rehab program. It allows us as health professionals to be able to help them build a foundation for a healthier future.
All right, so Ornish Lifestyle Medicine. Give us the lowdown on what it's all about.
So Ornish Lifestyle Medicine program that we provide at Prairie is a program, it's a cardiac rehab program that we actually focus on 4 specific elements. We focus on nutrition, we focus on stress management, we focus on fitness, and we also focus on emotional support. When we integrate all 4 of these elements, it's actually been scientifically proven to reverse the progression of heart disease.
Now, you mentioned fitness, and I'm sure this involves a lot of weight loss. Just how much are we talking here?
I have seen patients lose 30 pounds in 9 weeks. I have seen cholesterol levels drop. I have seen depression scores go down by 57%. Blood pressures drop. I've also seen patients that are diabetic been able to come off their diabetes medications.
Wow, that's remarkable. Now, when this takes place, I mean, what levels, what range are you looking for here?
So we do lab values and we do surveys before and after the program, so we can refer to the results. We can actually compare before and after results.
And if people want to find out more information, how can they go about doing that?
They can go to www.prairie.org, or they can certainly call us at 788-0706, and we'd be happy to assist them.
Great information as always, and hopefully you learned a little bit about Ornish Lifestyle Medicine.
All right, thank you very much, Donnie Tillman. Thanks to the Prairie Heart Institute, and that was an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, and another penalty. Adam, looks like a hold.
Yep, hold's going to bring it back 10 yards.
Yes. So the Rockets had pretty good field position, something they desperately could use, and now they're going to push it back because of yet another penalty. So
yeah, you know, I think we're all pretty surprised about the score right now, but like I was talking to you a little bit ago, there's still a lot of time left in this game. You can never count the Rochester Rockets and Derrick Leonard out of anything. Let's see what they do here on this drive, because I think this is almost as important as any drive they've had. They've got to get in the end zone. They've got to flip the momentum in this game as much as possible.
With 4:21 to go in the third, they do. And Bruno throws complete. The Cyclones on the play there at the 24-yard line. Little quick pushing, and Derrick Leonard, the coach, he wanted to play the ball. He wants to get going. After Riley Lewis made the catch there. So 2nd and 3. There's the give. Trying to find something, and not a whole lot there. And the carry that time was Zach Gleason.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Let's see if they... No, they're going to give it to him. Yep, that is a Casey's General Store first down for the Rockets, and they want to keep moving.
Yeah, time is their enemy here tonight. Now down 35-6.
Bruno keeps it himself. Hit hard. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Cyclones. Another turnover. And the Cyclones D comes up big and picked up at number 13, Reese Edwards, the sophomore. Wow.
Just popped out. The ball just popped out of Bruno's hands, and a very sloppy game here by the Rochester Rockets. You don't say that if ever. But again, Matt Brenheisen causing that fumble, just putting his helmet right on the football. And
Adam, I think now might be a good time to bring up the fact that last year almost a year of perfection. Record-wise, it was for Rochester, right? 14-0, win state. They win state. We'll finish that after this play here. As the Cyclones take over 1st and 10 from the 33. Tabora to the 30, 25 to the 20. And that's good for a Casey General Store first down. Adam, I think you knew where I was going with that. A lot of people at home do too, probably. No turnovers in the regular season.
They actually didn't turn the football over until the second quarter of the second round of the playoffs against Belleville Althoff. So you count how many quarters and minutes that is. And with as much offense as they were probably on and as many points as they scored, it was unbelievable with no turnovers until that late in the year. Incredible for any team, but that's what the Rockets did, and we're going to see another flag there. But yeah, no turnovers until the playoffs, and they were still perfect record-wise, obviously.
Encroachment on the defense
against the Rockets.
5-yard penalty. Play first down.
But so obviously tonight you see again Derrick Leonard, but uncharacteristic of the Rockets. So many penalties and the turnovers. Sweetland fakes, gives to Tabora, left side, still going and still moving the pile to about the 7-yard line. And they're going to give him a first down. They move the chains. Another Casey's General Store first down for the Cyclones, and they are obviously threatening again, Adam. 1st and goal from the 9. Yeah, I don't think this is something anybody saw. If they could keep out of the end zone, again, there's a lot of football left to be played. I know time is the enemy for any Rocket fan. We got to get a stop here. There's the give to Tabora. To the 6-yard line. Clock runs in the 3rd quarter. And things have certainly quieted down on the Rockets side. The fans are talking about, they've got to be pretty surprised too, and just wanting something to happen to get their teams, like you said earlier, some momentum, get something to get back in it. So 2nd and goal from the 7. Sam Sweetland. Fakes to Tabora, in trouble. Nope, now he's going to run it himself. Can he make it? No, he dumps it wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, SHG. This time it's Cade Holloway, number 11. Another $50 courtesy of Young Security, and that goes to the Elizabeth Ann Seton program. And it's silent over here on the Rockets. Yeah, they are shocked. It doesn't happen to this team like this. I mean, there's only been one game in the 9 years that they played where it's going to come back. I didn't see the flag come out. I apologize. I didn't either. The excitement and so. But again, in the 9 years, mostly close games. 1 year, I believe it was 2014, where SHG did. I think 42-14 was the final that really put it to them. So. This is rare for this game as well. So it's 2nd and goal from the 12. There's Sweetland, Alex Sweetland, and to the 8. And another team watching this game closely for Central State 8 purposes is Chatham Glenwood. They were up 42-0 at halftime. Still has yet to play the Rockets, but if SHG were to win here tonight, Chatham Glenwood would be in the front runner for the Central State 8 Conference crown. 3rd and goal for the 9. Bruno's pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Charlie Hamilton with 1:26 to go in the 3rd. So now 4th and 9, I would think you go for the field goal. Sweetland was not happy. Sweetland wanted to go. He wanted to go for it, but he did. He wanted to go for it. So that means number 11 will be in, and you see Ken Leonard. Cade Holloway caught the touchdown that was called back, and now let's see if he can at least get him 3 points. And he's been busy. This will be a 26-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it is good, and another 3 points for SHG, 38-6. The Cyclones lead the Rochester Rockets with 1:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. So incredible. And I want to let you know about our volunteer of this week's volunteer. So stay with us. We'll be talking about that in just a second. The volunteer of the game. And you take a look there and see earlier tonight, SFQ recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. And this week's SFQ volunteer of the game, Mary McMahon. She's been involved with everything SHG since the early 80s. Mary helps out with fundraising for athletics, bingo, mega raffle, the Muscatcholi dinner, and is known around the school for her cake and brownies. Congratulations to tonight's SFQ volunteer of the game, Mary McMahon. All right, congratulations, Mary, and send some cake and brownies our way. All right.
Or some Muscatcholi.
Oh, it's always good.
Muscatcholi dinner here.
You got to have that every March, yes.
One of a kind.
All right, 38-6. And you see, again, more pink tonight. Great to see that. And you see it on the socks of the players, both teams, and that's awesome. 1:23 to go in the third quarter. Leonard Bowl 9. SHG leads the series 6-2. 1 year they took a Rochester win away. The players got some rings, and the IHSA made the Rockets forfeit that victory. So the official record is 6-2. Cyclones lead the Rockets. And here is Kate Holloway once again with an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded at about the 25-yard line and 44-yard line. And the Rocket fans trying to get something going there. And the return that time, Jacob DeRocher, number 43.
Just put his head down, got what he could get. And a decent field position here for the Rockets, but 3 straight turnovers here coming out of halftime. That is the ball game right there. That changed the game. It changed everything. Now they got to think about what they need to do, and they need to start to strike very quickly.
Ball on the 44-yard line. Long pass, but it goes on the side, near the sidelines. The Cyclones. Nice defensive play there.
Jack Ross has had an unbelievable night at defensive back on coming up and making those tackles, because it's an easy just pitch and catch. That's a long throw. That's tough. He fights off an offensive player and comes up and make a huge tackle before Lewis or Eddington can get loose.
Bruno hands it off up the middle, got some room, crosses midfield. Is David Yogers, the junior. So that's what the Rockets want and need, and they have to move quickly and have a Cyclone down on the field, so that'll stop the clock. It's 3rd and a couple for Rochester. And the player down on the field for SHG is number 11, Cade Holloway.
Looks like he's just
kicker and
a little bit of a cramp. He's been pretty busy
Ken Leonard
tonight, so
we'll take this opportunity. We'll check out find the students with the most school spirit. It's the MTI Fan Cam. Get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. The MTI
Samsung
Fan
Galaxy
Cam. And a lot of fans tonight. There's some Rockets fans and need to get something going. They know that. They know that. But see some Cyclone fans and some Rockets fans and a lot of high school age students out here tonight. It's great. All right. And it looks like he's going to be okay. Has to come off, of course. And Kate Holloway, he's walking off his own power. All right, that's
probably
great
a little
to see.
tired. It looks like he just had some cramps. He's doing all the kicking. He's playing offense. He's playing defense. Get some water, some Gatorade, and hopefully get back out there.
All right, let's go down the sidelines. Thomas Patrick. Thomas, what do you have for us?
Yeah, SHG has taken complete control of this game, scoring 24 unanswered points. Seems like they're running the ball downhill when they're on offense. Lots of wide gaps to run through. But how about the senior-to-senior hookup between Sam Sweetland and Charlie Hamilton, hooking up for 2 straight touchdown passes? I got to tell you what, the one that made it 28-6, that was a beauty of a pass. That's probably the best one I've seen from Sweetland in his high school career.
All right, thank you, Thomas. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is 1st and 10, and that's a Casey's General Store first down, and Bruno back to throw, trying to get away from the Cyclones defense, still on his feet, trying to see if his ball's loose. I think the Rockets got it, and they did. He just had nowhere to go, Clay Bruno. He made a valiant effort there. Time expires here, runs out in the third quarter. So after 3 quarters here at Ken Leonard Field, it is St. Bernard Griffin 38, Rochester Rockets 6. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals on CW 23. We'll take a short break, back with the fourth quarter in just a minute. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Waffle, along with Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick, our sideline reporter tonight. Friday Night Rivals here at Ken Leonard Field. It's been we had all kinds of stuff. We've had penalties, we've had touchdowns, big plays, all kinds of stuff. And surprisingly, I think the biggest surprise is the score. 38-6 SHG leading the Rochester Rockets. And in case you just joined us or didn't know, Ken Leonard, the longtime Sacred Heart Griffin football coach, is 1 win away from being the all-time winningest high school football coach in the state of Illinois. He is tied for first overall right now, and he could break that record, win that, be number 1 by himself tonight. Still a long way to go. Fourth quarter, Bruno back to throw. I'm not sure if it was tipped or not, and couldn't hang on to it. The intended receiver was David Allen.
I'm not sure that ball was going to Allen because he didn't pick it up out of his hands, and it almost kind of fell right in his lap. But Rochester needs to do something, drum up something special here. The 3 straight turnovers in the second half have really kind of shot down any momentum that they had.
Third and long for Rochester, trying to get the play from the sidelines. Bruno appears to be ready, think he has the play. And another flag, some movement before the play.
Dead ball foul, delay of game on the offense. 5 yards, still third down.
Head coach Derrick Leonard not happy about that one. He was yelling at Bruno to take a look at the play clock. It was coming down, and he just kind of lost sight of it. A few things they need to get cleaned up. If the score holds tonight, Rochester does fall. They're going to be upset that they lost. But again, in Rochester, they're thinking about winning state titles. There are a lot of things they need to get cleared up.
Oh, Bruno downed, and another flag. Let's see what that flag's all about. And
they're going to get a hold here on the Rockets.
5-yard face mask on the defense.
A lot of face mask calls here tonight.
5 yards from the previous spot, still third down.
So, Rock, the 5-yard penalty. You heard the official make the call. Now it's 3rd and 19 from the 46-yard line. And the Rockets with a long way to go in more ways than one. But let's see what they come up with here. Are they set? They are apparently set.
Empty backfield.
Bruno throws short, complete. Short of midfield on the play after the catch there by number 88, Clay Allwelt. And want to remind you that Charmed and Supergirl are coming to you on Sundays this fall on CW 23, starting October 14th. Charmed and Supergirl coming your way October 14th. 4th and 16, and yes, the Rockets have to go for it here with 11:03 to go in the 4th. Bruno all by himself. He punts it. Nobody back for SHG, and Cyclones will take over.
He's playing a little bit of field position. Again, defensively, they have not had a great half. So,
all right, we're going to take a short break. Back with more fourth quarter action here from Ken Leonard Field. You're watching SFU Friday Night Rivals. Back with more in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back to SFU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Fourth quarter action. SFU Friday Night Rivals, week 5 of the 9-week-long regular season. High school football in Central Illinois. And Adam, next week we will be in Jacksonville.
Yep. The home of the Blue Boys, but we're not watching Illinois College.
Nope, but we're going to be there on the turf, right?
Yep.
Well, we won't be, but we'll be watching a good game and calling a good game, I'm sure. The Beardstown and Jacksonville route. First down, there's the give, and I would think the Cyclones might keep it on the ground quite a bit, but who knows? Tabora with the carry. And Rochester with 3 timeouts and 10:30, but they've got a lot of points to make up, and they need a turnover and then some. Yeah, turnover has been a big story. We talked about it so far in this game, incredibly. So,
you know, started off the game with a turnover inside the 10, and then had 3 straight here in the second half on all their first 3 drives. And you can't give a team like Sacred Heart Griffin extra possessions, especially on their end of the field as well.
And there's the handoff, and nothing doing that time.
Loss of a couple on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for the Cyclones inside of 10 minutes.
You're not going to see any unnecessary risk here by Sacred Heart Griffin. They're going to run the football. They're going to take care of it. They're not going to try any huge plays. They're going to take what they get and just try to run this clock down and shorten the game up.
Back to throw. Sweetland got his man, and uh-oh, look out. Cross midfield. 40, 30, 20. Brought down finally at the 12-yard line. A big pickup there for the Cyclones, and they go to the air, and it's a big play. Matt Brenneisen. We talked about him. No, check that. That's not Matt Brenneisen. That is Matt Brenneisen. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, 69 yards on that play. And we haven't said Matt Brenneisen's name a lot on offense. Didn't play a lot on offense, right? But wow, what a secret weapon, right?
Now earlier in the game, I talked about Sam Sweetland missing Brenneisen on the exact same play. Came up the seam of the field wide open. They must have talked about it, showed him, came back again, hits him in stride. He almost takes that one in the end zone.
1st and 10 from the 12, and
it'll be a false start on the Cyclones. Charlie Hamilton got a
dead ball foul, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Stay connected to SFU Friday Night Rivals.
So that'll push the Cyclones back, and you see Matt Brenneisen
going to Southern Illinois University at Carbondale.
And head coach Ken Leonard, nothing but praise for him, and he is a great athlete, great player. There's a pass, incomplete. Sweetland. And the Cyclones mixing it up a little bit with some different players coming in and out, and that was Luke Healy.
Healy had
82.
Had the touchdown in the first half to give him the lead before halftime. Haven't called his name much here in the second half, though.
Sweetland going to the middle. Hamilton, the intended receiver, and a flag. Oh boy, the Rocket faithful not happy about that one because they think it's going against them, and I would think it would, Adam.
So I think Lewis had his outside arm.
Defensive pass interference. Number 1 on the defense. After this to the goal. Still 2nd down.
The Rocket faithful not very happy, but looking at that play, it looked, Hamilton had an inside track on Lewis. I think Lewis had a little too much extra clock there with his outside hand. Again, he's given up. Riley Lewis only 5'8". Charlie Hamilton 6'3", listed in the program. That's a big height difference. Lewis has got to do something to slow him down.
2nd and 6 from the 9. There's the carry by Alex Sweetland.
There's going to be another personal foul right there.
Oh boy, that'll drive a head coach crazy, won't it? And
especially that late. Plays dead.
Dead ball foul. After this is going to roll on.
And Derrick Leonard on the field, the head coach of Rochester. He is not happy. Calls a timeout. Not a great night for the Rockets. So 8:43 to go here in the fourth quarter, and we're going to take a short break. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more fourth quarter action from Ken Leonard Field in just a minute. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Fourth quarter action, 8:43 to go. The Cyclones looking to get into the end zone again, and they do. The touchdown this time, number 9, Sam Sweetland. And another 6 points for SHG. It is 44-6. Yes, if you just tuned in, that score is correct. It's 44-6, and the Cyclones will attempt the extra point. Ken Leonard's on the field, and
he's talking
not sure what he's talking to
him
his
and
son,
Derrick.
I don't know what he. I don't.
They're talking about something. I think he's talking about going for 2.
What? Oh, what? Interesting. What?
He wants him to go.
Oh, for one.
So for you folks at
yeah,
home,
go ahead and explain, because I think I know. Yes.
The high school rule is if you're up by 40 points at any point in the game, the clock is continuous. So if Sacred Heart Griffin were to go for 2 points here, they would be up 40, so the clock wouldn't stop the rest of the game. I think because Ken Leonard has so much respect here for his son, he's telling him, I'm just going to go for 1. I'm not going to go for 2. So that will just put them up 39 points, no continuous clock. That's the kind of respect.
And you don't always see that during some football games. So Holloway will attempt the extra point for the Cyclones, and it's through the upright, so it is 45-6. SHG leads the 4-0 Rochester Rockets. So a lot of emotions here tonight at SHG, and there you see Ken Leonard and
Neil Taylor,
longtime assistant Neil Taylor, former head coach of Southeast High School.
And Ken will say he's as good as his assistant coaches, Neil Taylor, Bob Brenheisen.
There you see a shot of Ken Leonard, and on the right, Derrick Leonard. Derrick in his 14th year, Rochester made the playoffs every year except his first year. An incredible run. And he's trying to fire up his team.
And I'm trying to think, Paul,
wow.
When was the last time we saw the Rochester Rockets get held to 6 points?
We're going to have to look it up. I mean, that's just incredible.
This might be one of the lowest totals they've had in a long, long time.
There you go, house divided. And I think that's one of the Ken Leonard's grandkids. Oh, boy.
You know, the Rocket faithful isn't going to be happy about the outcome, but again, you got to look to, you still could play spoiler, and you still have to play Chatham-Glenwood here in a few weeks. You could spoil them from winning the conference crown. And again, you're looking to play Thanksgiving weekend. That's what it's all about in Rochester. They still have the ability to do that. They've got to clean up the turnovers. That will cost them in big games like this.
Yeah, incredible, yes. And they will, and you know that they will.
Yep.
And this conference, Central State A Conference, has gained and earned a lot of respect, deservedly so, over the last 5-10 years. So Holloway with the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, bobbled, 25, picked up 30, 32, 33-yard line, and still going, and Rockets pushing, trying to get something there on the kick return here with 8:33 to go in the game.
It looks like the Rockets are going to throw out some reserves, some new guys.
And sure, why not get some more experience and some other players. Again, it's just a surprise here, the way the Rockets have played, and the big lead by SHG. They've certainly capitalized on the Rockets turnovers. 1st and 10 for Rochester. Ball on their 35. There's the give, still going to the 40, and new quarterback, and the ball's down, and yeah, another flag. And now Derrick Leonard is way across the field talking to his dad.
So he wanted his timeout because he wanted to talk to his quarterback immediately after that play.
Okay,
because he was trying to signal a play didn't get in. While that play was going on, Derrick Leonard was out at the hash mark while that play was still going. So he wanted to get out there. He wanted to talk to him, and now he just wants to settle his guys down.
Brock McKinney is in at quarterback for Rochester, and here we go.
Dead ball foul and sportsmanlike. Black. Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike. White. They offset.
So there you hear the call. Offsetting penalties, and Derrick Leonard getting a workout tonight, going back and forth on that field. My goodness.
You could see this being down 39. He wants to teach. He wants to make sure his guys understand what he's looking for so they can get better moving into the season. You got to iron out all the details, get everything worked out. And there's a lot of teaching moments, and he's still taking the time to make sure they know what's going on and what he's looking for.
So Rockets with the ball, trailing 45-6 here in the 4th. Taking in a quarterback, hands off. Pretty good gain there, out to the 45-yard line. And they're going to move the chains, and that is a DeRocher with the carry, and that is a Shields first down for the Rockets. And as we said, some new personnel in for Rochester here in the 4th. High snap. There's the carry, and a lot of pushing out there. And
yeah, ball almost came loose too, and DeRocher.
Jacob DeRocher, the 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. So some more changes for the Rockets, who trail 45-6. He looks to the sidelines. Quarterback for Rochester does. And
just a lot of stunned faces and fans. I don't think anybody expected this.
There's the on the sidelines, and get the first down. And you see carry number 5, Chase Hickey, the senior. So another flag on the play, and
good.
Not too bad on live TV. Not bad. Not bad. Don't hurt yourself. Be careful.
This is going to be a hold on Rochester, so that'll bring it back.
The football up.
Second down.
So, Central State 8 looking ahead. Chatham-Glenwood has a big game next week. I believe they play MacArthur.
Yep.
And MacArthur with a good team this year.
So MacArthur, so Chatham-Glenwood still has to get through MacArthur, still has to play this Rochester team. But, with the win here tonight by Sacred Heart Griffin, they're sitting firmly in the driver's seat with an undefeated conference record. And I don't think anybody thought that would happen coming into the year. They knew Chatham-Glenwood was better, but we didn't know how much better they would be.
McKinney on the keeper. 6:40 to go. Clock continues to run here in the 4th, and playing for a better life. All-American, inspired by a true story, premieres Wednesday, October 10th on CW23. October 10th. Rockets trying to get something going here on 3rd and 15. And this is certainly not a hurry-up offense, and like you said, just trying to get some players probably experience. There's the fake. in trouble and sacked. Big loss there. The Cyclones D comes up once again, and they played very well tonight, Adam. They come up big with some turnovers, and there you see number 28 with the sack there, and that's Matt Von Baren, the 5'9", 165-pound senior. You see the replay. That was
in the first,
all over it.
In the first half, the Cyclones were on their heels a lot. They were kind of a bend but don't break. Had the turnover and kept them out, kept them just getting field goals. Made some adjustments at halftime. Must have saw something. Talked about it. Came up with 3 huge turnovers and really slowed them down.
Rockets punt, high kick, not a lot of distance on it. Takes a bit of a Rockets bounce, so Rockets down it at the 47-yard line. That's where SHG will take over on offense here in the fourth.
We talked about, when was the last time they were over the 6 points? When was the last time a Rochester Rocket team hasn't been in the end zone? There are 6 points tonight. We're just on 2 field goals. It could be a long time looking back since that has happened.
So 5:09 to go in the game, and of course we'll have the SFQ Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy to the winning team, and we've got a new quarterback in for SHG here in the fourth. There's the handoff to number 41, and that's Nick Espejo, and the quarterback is number 21, Peyton Fay, sophomore. So getting some other players exposure and experience as well.
Espejo had a little speed there. He's trying to make a name for himself here on Friday night.
And why not, right? And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games on CW23TV.com. And he's going to keep it himself and shows a little bit of speed there, and a good pickup there to the 42-yard line is Peyton Fay, the quarterback for the Cyclones, and that's good for a Shields first down here in the fourth quarter.
Great job by the sophomore quarterback, just taking what the defense gives him, just a simple read option play, and the cupboard is never bare here at Sacred Heart Griffin.
No doubt about that. And of course, after the game, we'll also have the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game, and a lot of candidates tonight. So we'll have that. Thomas Patrick will have that after the game. 3:53 to go. Clock running in the fourth, and another flag. I'm going to delay of game, and it is.
And even so, if you take a look at the far sideline, he's up 39 points. He's 350 away from becoming the all-time winningest head coach. Ken Leonard was very upset about taking a penalty right there.
Like you said, always coaching, always a teaching, coaching moment, and that's part of the reason why he's looks like going to be the winningest coach in the state of Illinois. 1st and 15, Cyclones, of course, take their time. Peyton Fay, Cyclones take a knee and
just going to try to run out the clock as much as possible here.
Great crowd on hand tonight, and certainly surprises, and again, hard to believe the Rockets have been kept out of the end zone, like you said, Adam. And so I want to remind you that our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. Thanks to Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. And 2:50 to go, and again, Cyclones just taking a knee, taking their time, and they've got this one obviously well in check. There's Ken Leonard. I wonder what's going through his mind right now. There's no way. One thing you know that he didn't think it would be this easy, and I use that word lightly. I mean, there's a lot of respect here. Just not in the cards for the Rockets tonight.
Yeah.
Not a great performance, obviously, and a lot of things, like you said, they will correct. They need to correct, and they will. They'll be better. They'll continue. They'll improve. No doubt about it. They always do.
Yeah, and there's a lot of season left. Again, they plan on playing well into November, and hopefully Thanksgiving weekend over in Champaign. And this Cyclone offense, everything. They lost early to Chatham-Glenwood. I think everybody was surprised by the final of that score. I think they have responded. They realize, we're not invincible. This is a tough conference. There are a lot of great teams. They still have to play a tough MacArthur team as well. But I think there's a lot of things looking very, very good for Sacred Heart Griffin.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to Chatham-Glenwood here, 27-23? Mm-hmm. And
story in that game, too, was turnovers.
And Glenwood had played very well on the line, so. And I want to remind you that you can stick around for Fox News at 9 immediately following the game right here on CW23. That's right. You can still check out Fox News at 9 immediately following this game right here on CW23. So you won't miss your local news, and that's good too. So 1:28 to go in the game, and it looks like Ken Leonard is going to pick up career victory 375. Again, 4 years at Gridley. Been here since 1984, and
so Ken
incredible
Leonard,
run.
Just for you folks at home, I am 33 years young. Ken Leonard was hired 6 months before I was even born here at Sacred Heart Griffin. I grew up in the area. I played football in the area. I jokingly called him the godfather of Central Illinois football, and I truly feel that's he's a great man. He's a great coach. The whole Leonard family has been maybe some of the nicest people you ever meet. Everything Ken gets, he deserves.
Ditto for me on that. Absolutely, except I'm not 33, but I've known Ken since 1987, and Ken and his wife Liz welcomed me to Springfield. Didn't know a lot of people, and just great people. Fast forward to 2018, and here we are, and he's going to get the record. Can't happen to a better man and a better family. And Liz Leonard is looking down on Ken and the Leonard family tonight, and you see the Rockets and Cyclones getting ready to line up, and there is the bucket on Ken Leonard. 17 seconds, time winding down, and Ken Leonard in 10 seconds will be the all-time winningest high school football coach in the state of Illinois with a 45-6 victory. It's official. Congratulations to Ken Leonard. Well-deserved. 375. He is number one by himself, Adam, atop the all-time win list in high school football in Illinois.
It's unbelievable getting a look at history here. It's family. It's an emotional night here tonight. But congratulations to Ken Leonard, to Sacred Heart Griffin. Unbelievable night here tonight of football.
There's Pete Stoll, gives him a hug. Pete, we talked about him, a long-time trainer, knows Ken and Derrick and the family very well. And oh my gosh. Let's see when Derrick gets in there. Has Derrick got in there yet? He did. Okay, I didn't see it. All right. Congratulations to Ken Leonard. Well deserved. We're going to take a short break. Back with more. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick, and a special night, a historic night for Ken Leonard, longtime Sacred Heart Griffin football coach. He is now number one, and there you see him on the field. Victory, career victory number 375, and this is certainly something special, and this is awesome. And we talked to Sheila Eastley, who came in from Connecticut to see this game. That's Ken Leonard's sister, Sheila Eastley. She was on the field, still on the field, gave Ken a hug a few minutes ago, and special night. She talked about what a great brother Ken is, and we all know what a great man he is. And Brad Leonard, Ken's other son, out there, and congratulating him, and Derrick Leonard, of course, the Rockets head coach. And this is a special night, and now you see both players, both teams taking a knee out. Oh, the 30 to the 40-yard line. And right now, we're going to award the player of the game. It is the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game. We've never done this on Friday Night Rivals. It's the 4th year we've done this, but you know what? In honor of Ken Leonard, and he never gives the most valuable player award out at the end of the season ever. So we're going to give it to the whole team, Adam. Sacred or Griffin, the whole team, and here is the player of the game. It's the whole team. The whole team, Adam.
And really, this was a team game. A lot of standouts here. Sam Sweetland, Charlie Hamilton. The defense stepped up a lot tonight, too. Kate Holloway had a lot of big plays. This was a team effort. The Cyclones won this game together. Ken Leonard kept them together, so we're going to honor his tradition. No need to pick one. We're going to pick them all.
Sacred Heart Griffin team, the whole team, the Orthopedic Center of Illinois players of the game, and congratulations to the Cyclones. And of course, Ken Leonard, he is, again, wonder what's going through his mind, probably a wave of emotions, and down on the field. Of course, Thomas Patrick is going to present the team, and with there's the banner. You're going to present the team with SFQ Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy, but look at that, most wins in Illinois, and wouldn't it be special to be one of the players on the team tonight? Look at that.
That's something you're never going to forget.
And a special night, cancer research, breast cancer awareness, and he's just Ken Leonard bringing some more people in to share this special moment, no doubt. And there's Thomas Patrick. Now down to Thomas.
All right, thanks, guys. So for the first time ever in our Friday Night Rivals history, our player of the game is actually the entire team, so congratulations, guys. Here, I'll just hand off the trophy, and you guys can pass that one around. All right, Coach Ken Leonard, number 375. First of all, congratulations. And just what does making history in Illinois mean to you?
Well, first and foremost, we get to glorify Jesus Christ, and that was number one. My wife, she's the reason that, we played, and these guys play so hard. And it just, you know what, it's great for, I had an unbelievable group of coaches, players. A lot of those guys that were assistant coaches were players of mine too, so they had a part of it from Rochester. But my team this year, I think we showed what we can do, and I'm so proud of them. And the school has been great. I've been blessed.
It seems like you've been doing this for countless years. You have 5 state championships under your belt. What keeps you motivated day after day in coaching these guys?
Well, you have a great passion for the job. It's just like you with the weather, man. It's I love what I do, and I love these kids and my coaching staff, and it's a pleasure to teach and coach at a school like we have.
All right, congratulations again. Hopefully the entire team celebrates. Look, let's give them the Friday Night Rivals trophy, guys. There you go.
What a night. Congratulations again to Ken Leonard, and great man, great coach, obviously, and sharing it with his players and giving credit to a lot of people along the way, including his Liz Leonard, who passed away last year from cancer. So special night, win number 3, 175 for Ken Leonard. The Cyclones moved to 4-1. We want to mention that. The Rockets, Rochester, they fall to 4-1. Wow, what a special night, Adam. It was really great. Nobody thought the score would be what it is, and that's just how it goes. Rochester will get better, and the Cyclones will continue. A big confidence booster for them, no doubt. And, but we'll move on to next week's Friday night SFQ Friday Night Rivals matchup, Adam. And as I said, we will be at Illinois College on the turf.
Yep.
And Beardstown. We've not had them on Friday Night Rivals, and they're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Route Catholic Rockets. So it's going to be an awesome game.
It's going to be a big game. 2 first-time teams that we've had on Friday Night Rivals. They're expecting a huge crowd, and we get to go back to my old stomping grounds. Jacksonville Route plays all their home games at Illinois College, so I'm excited to get back to the hilltop and watch some football.
It'll be awesome. The Beardstown Tigers are having a good year, too, so it's going to be fun. And you see some of the highlights from tonight's game, and we are just about done. It's been fun. Thanks to everybody who helped tonight, before, during, and getting this game, and it's been fun. So thank you, and Congratulations again to Ken Leonard. Career victory 375. Adam, it's been fun, and we're going to say goodnight. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week on Friday Night Rivals.